Hello. We are going to read a story called Horrible Harry in Room 2B by Susie Klein. Horrible Harry makes second grade really exciting. But as Doug knows, being his best friend isn't always easy. Harry loves to do horrible things like showing Song Lee his pet snake and making her scream, or pinning Sydney on the ground and making her say, "I love girls," twice. Yet, nobody can wait to see what Harry will be for Halloween, or what part he'll have in the school play. Even their teacher, Miss Mackle, is in shock when she finds out, because with Harry, you never know what's going to happen next. We have our table of contents to talk about which chapters we have in this story. It looks like we have Horrible Harry and Me, Horrible Harry and the Stub People and Halloween, Harry's Triple Revenge, Horrible Harry and the Thanksgiving Party, Horrible Harry and the Field Trip. Dun, dun, dun. Horrible Harry and Me. Harry sits next to me in room 2B. He looks like any other second grader, except for one thing. Harry loves to do horrible things. When I first met Harry, out on the playground, he had a shoebox. I asked him, "What's in there?" "Something. What's your name?" "Doug," I said. "Want to see a girl scream, Doug?" Before I could say anything, Harry took off after Song Lee. When he trapped her by the tree, he opened up his box and dangled a gardener snake in her face. Song Lee screamed. That's when I first saw Harry do something horrible. When it rains, we have recess indoors. Sometimes we play a game called 7-Up. When it's Harry's turn to be up, everyone wonders, will Harry tap me on the head? Harry presses his knuckles down hard on your skull. He calls them knuckle noogies. Nobody should give anybody a knuckle noogie, but Harry does. Harry loves to do horrible things. The second week of school, Sydney called Harry a name. It was during science when we were reading about birds. "Harry's a canary," Sydney whispered, and a lot of kids laughed. "What's so funny?" the teacher asked. "Nothing, Miss Mackle." Sydney replied. Harry didn't think it was nothing. Harry planned to get their revenge after school, and he did. At 3:05, Harry jumped Sydney and pinned him to the ground and said, "Say I love girls! Say I love girls!" "Never!" said Sydney, trying to get away. "Yeah? Yeah!" And that's when Harry started to tackle Sydney under the armpits until Sydney couldn't stand it anymore. "I love girls! I love girls!" Sydney shouted. Song Lee, Ida, and Mary heard Sydney. So did a lot of the boys. Harry got his revenge, all right. And it was horrible. Sydney ran down the block screaming, "I'll get you back someday." When Miss Mackle wants the floor cleaned, she asks Harry to sweep. No one sweeps the floor like Harry. He picks up every piece of paper, every pencil stub, and every bit of clay. Once Harry even crawled under my desk to get a broken crayon. Nobody knows that Harry keeps some of that stuff. But I do. I sit right next to him and watch. Harry is making stub people. Harry says his stub people are the scariest creatures in the world. He keeps some of them in a cigar box in his desk. Someday, when he has made 24, Harry says, his stub people will invade our room. "It won't be long, Doug," he whispered. "Soon the people will bring doom to room 2B. When it was Song Lee's birthday, her mother brought in 2 trays of treats for the class. After we sang happy birthday, Song Lee passed out the treats. Miss Mackle noticed there were 3 fortune cookies and 1 cupcake left. Miss Mackle put them on a plate with a card that said, "We love Mrs. Michael Hanson." Then she said, "Who would like to take these treats to our librarian?" Everyone raised their hand except Song Lee. She's too shy. We kept raising our hands. Sydney made noises like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, me, me, me." Miss Mackle picked Harry and me. She knows we're not afraid to go upstairs where the big kids are. When we were walking up the stairs to the library, Harry asked me if I wanted to split the cupcake. Who is the cupcake supposed to go to? The librarian, not the 2 of them. "That's for the librarian," I said. "Mrs. Michelson just likes yogurt and carrots," Harry replied. "We'll be doing her a favor." And so we both promised, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye, that we will never tell on each other. Then we ate the librarian's cupcake. Sometimes Harry gets me to do horrible things. The day before Columbus Day, Harry came to school with a tattoo on his arm. It was a skull and crossbones. Harry said the sea pirates Long John Silver made his tattoo. I know Harry did it with magic marker. I think he just wanted to show off in front of Song Lee. When Harry went to his seat, he took out his writing folder. He wrote 2 pages about his adventures at sea. Miss Mackle asked him to read his story to the class. Harry said he'd met a mermaid, ate a sea turtle, and dug up a treasure. Miss Mackle put Harry's story up on the bulletin board. She said Harry has a lot of ideas. Harry has never eaten a sea turtle. Harry has never seen a mermaid. Harry has never been to sea. And I know Harry can't spell. Harry is not like any other 2nd grader in our room. I know all about him. Harry is my best friend. And we're going to stop there today for chapter 1. Tomorrow we will read chapter 2, titled Horrible Harry and the Stub People. And Halloween. Dun, dun, dun. Let me know if you liked the first chapter, if you thought it was great, if you thought it was okay, or not so good. But if you think it was not so good, we have a lot more to read in this story. So keep an open mind. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll see you soon.